that you can win the Champions League. You don't know what the draw is going to be.
What's going on? What's up, Cole? A big blessings. Can you hear my jazz? I hope you can hear my
Jazz.
little mix up with the time zones here, huh?
It's about Ray-Roy. Biggest blessings to realize.
Involved. Bonus.
Steve, what's up?
Thank you. What's up,
Alexandria and Sheesh. I'm glad you can hear my jazz.
The biggest
Classic.
Matthew.
Just love my jazz. Hoje dem voos.
That's jazz. And this is improv. How's everybody doing? Welcome to my improv show. Tonight we're doing improv, huh? Everybody loves improv. Everybody loves improv. You like watching Whose Line? Who's on your, just of anybody, anyone who has ever lived, who is your Whose Line Is It Anyway fantasy team? Anyone who's ever lived. Attila the Hun and Ray Charles for the whatever music games could be there. And Neil Armstrong, Joan of Arc. How many do I get? Do I get 4 or 5? Because I might actually take out Neil Armstrong if I only get 4. Wham City? Sick. Comedy Sports. Chakra Baker, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, if you can just think of anyone who's ever existed to be on your Whose Line Is It Anyway, Ramdas would be good. Ramdas would be fun. Yeah, it is only 4, isn't it? Sure, and they could be fictional. Oscar Wilde would be fun. What about Lyndon Johnson? You know, like, just like, these aren't people that I like, but what I'm imagining is like, what's the wackiest group of 4 people you can think of to play improv games together? Like, they have to interact for like a 45-minute set of various improv games. You know what? Actually, yeah, so it's like Vlad the Impaler, Marie Antoinette, and then Colin Mockery and Ryan Stiles. Yeah, for sure. It's got to be Al Capone, Eve from the Bible, and Colin Mockery and Ryan Stiles. Yeah, I think that's got to be it. It's got to be it for me. You know, Wayne Brady, I feel like a lot of people don't like Wayne Brady, but I feel like he is really good. He doesn't usually make me crack up, but like in the music games, I mean, you can't argue with Wayne or like games that involve the audience, Wayne's your man. I mean, Jim Carrey, Abby Hoffman, Bell Hooks, Alexander Haig, and Admiral Poindexter. Not familiar with Admiral Poindexter there. Yeah, I think Wayne Brady's good, you know. I didn't want to like him because I feel like he's such a family-friendly entertainer, and when I was young, that wasn't really my jazz. But now I feel like Wayne Brady is a very, very, very valuable cast member. Corey Feldman. I love Greg Proops. I also love Jeff Davis. I'm a big Jeff Davis fan because I like his work on other things. I think he's a pretty funny guy. Four Jesuses. That's not against the rules. There's no rules in this. Really, the only rule is that you just get 4 people. Yeah, Little Thursday Boy is only on Thursdays. Barnahannes. So sorry, but mine Chopo. We're gonna have fun. It's just different fun. Deadpool, Howard the Duck, The Mask, Beetlejuice. That's pretty good. Beetlejuice is a strong choice. I think Beetlejuice would be great. At work right now, but I'm sneaking a bong hit and sending y'all an Argon charge for good measure. Bless. Tim Allen, of course. Of course, Gluten Plasters wants Tim Allen. Robin Williams, Steve Irwin, Bob Ross, and Fred Rogers. That's just a good time. This is a billboard. Yeah, it's a billboard for another minute. Gandhi, Chopo, Albert Hoffman, and a gun. And all the games involve the gun. The gun is in every game. Yeah. Lorelai Ramirez. I don't know who that is. We're talking about what's your, who would you want to see do a Whose Line Is It Anyway show? Yeah, it's tough. None of them speak the same language. I guess I didn't take that into account when adding Attila the Hun into my one. I think that'd be fun. I think like Stephen Hawking could be pretty funny to put in with somebody from like 2,000 years ago, like Alexander the Great or something. Alexander the Great, Stephen Hawking, Aretha Franklin. For the you really got to have somebody good for the music games, because those sneak up on you, and if those are bad, when the music games are bad in Whose Line, it tanks the whole show. I think it's really a big deal.
Drew Carey.
Hey, let's have Drew Carey. Ooh, I would love to see Craig Ferguson do a Whose Line. I'm really in that. Yeah, L. Ron Hubbard, Reggie Watts, Bill and Ted. Hey, welcome to Hold Space for My Tribe. Bonus. Mine Chopo, I'll be honest with you, today we're just gonna watch a bunch of videos. They're sort of loosely connected, if connected at all, but I think it's gonna be fun. I think, I'm leaning into, having these more conversational, sure, the videos do the heavy lifting, but we are here to connect in the age of isolation. And
At least that's how I think about it.
So just sit back and relax and enjoy my jazz. Lorelai Ramirez is a comedian who has done some stuff with Wham City. Officer Martinez in Cry of Man and Ashes in Call of War, I think, are the characters they played. Oh, okay. So yeah. So a shoe-in for your Whose Line. Freddy Krueger, Sirius Black, the Fox from Fox and the Hound, and Danny from the Beach Boys. Oh, Brian Wilson would be a fun one, huh? Well, so anyway, I guess let's just get right into it. I don't know if we have any business. Hey, thanks to your buying our shirt, we donated $200 to Illuminatives. I'll post a screenshot of the receipt later. No, we did not sell $200 worth of shirts, but I did round up and double it. So yeah, $200 for charity for everybody buying our shirts. We nearly made 100 in profits on the shirts. So I just rounded it up and doubled it. Hey.
Wow.
So thanks everybody for that. That's very cool, very good news, and I was very happy to see all those orders going out and see everybody's pictures with the shirts. I think they are, and you can hold me to this. I think they're funny shirts. So we're gonna get into it. I gotta kind of
Think about where we should start here.
let's start with my
When I
friend
started teaching my
Dolores
classes,
Cannon.
it was in 2002,
Yes.
and I was just doing the past life regressions and contacting the subconscious part. I hadn't done much of the healing yet. So at that time, we were just calling the class Advanced Past Life Regression.
So this is Dolores Cannon from DoloresCannon.com. So this is something I got into. We'll watch some stuff about this. This is QHHT, Quantum Healing Hypnosis Therapy, I believe. So she does this like past life regression hypnosis stuff. We're gonna just hear her talk about it a little bit, and I think if I remember correctly, we're going to hear some other people talk about it as well.
But then as the time went on and we found how powerful this was and what we could do with it, a lot of the students began saying, advanced past life regression doesn't really tell what it's all about.
Right.
This is so much more than that. We think you should change the name.
Wow.
So it was a few years ago, we decided to change the name to Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique. Because that's really what it is. It's quantum. It's so big and so important. So we called it QHHT.
Important.
Because it's way beyond past life regression. And that's where the name is stuck now. And this is the healing
Goddamn, Betty,
technique
heal
that
my
we've now
asshole.
been teaching.
Wow.
Well, since 2002, that's 12 years. I encourage anyone interested in quantum healing hypnosis.
I kind of just, I bring this up. I just sort of like the vibe. I'm into Dolores's whole thing, and I think we have more of her
Later on.
Okay, so just keep Dolores
in the
Dolores
back of your mind. I think
maybe next. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go to Paul of Venus. Oh, you know where we're going, baby.
Mount Shasta. For some, just another small town in Northern California. For others, the beginning of a journey of self-discovery.
Wow.
A place where spirituality is elevated and the connection with your true self becomes clear.
This is some of the nicest footage I've ever seen shot in Shasta. This looks very professional.
Flora and fauna
Legitimate.
come together to create an experience of transformation. Paul of Venus is the proof of the powers of Mount Shasta.
Get that? You get that? Paul of Venus. This blessed soul right here, Paul of Venus.
His journey will inspire you to find yourself and experience life with a different perspective. Because we all have one mission. Understand who we are.
So I saw this, I thought, wow, this Paul of Venus guy must really get me. I thought, I thought, wow, this Paul of Venus guy, wow, he must really be something special. I thought, wow, this Paul of Venus guy probably really understands, like, you know, the different tax exemptions that one could qualify for. Wow, I thought, you know, this Paul of Venus guy, I thought this guy, he probably really understands flavor combinations. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows how to mix salty and sweet. Wow, you know, I thought that this Paul of Venus guy, man, he must really understand, like, circular breathing, you know what I'm saying? Like a very, very long clarinet note. Wow! I thought, you know, this Paul of Venus guy, he must really understand, like, square foot gardening in an elevated bed. Wow! I thought, you know, this Paul of Venus guy probably knows a lot about soil composition. With a trailer that looks that sweet. I mean, that was a pretty sweet trailer. So I found video of Paul of Venus. This is a video posted by Paul of Venus. This is called The Venusian Activation for Mount Shasta for the New Earth by Paul of Venus.
Hello all, people on planet Earth, and then the stars. I am Paul of Venus. I am on Mount Shasta, a sacred place, and are now in a time that we need to pray and ask and create this high frequency energies, that there will be ease and grace.
So I was a little bit disappointed in Paul of Venus, you know. I thought, I mean, this is low energy, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's really not what I thought from this trailer. So, but then, you know what? I skipped forward into the videos as I tend to do.
All is well.
And then I saw this.
Connect to the love of a mountain, the love of Mount Shasta. And ground
Because I
this
just
in
like that.
to your hearts. Ground this in as you receive now from the mountain her love.
So, you know, this is the man who's supposed to give me the whole story of Mount Shasta's power. I mean, this is the frickin' guy. So, you know, I like that when I watch things like this, you know, I'm seeing it from this angle, but somebody else, like, walking by would just see, like, a man sitting in the bushes holding up, like, a rock to his phone, which is cool, too. It's something I could get into, I guess. Yeah, okay. Let's just vibe out for a second, all right?
Remember that all we see here is an illusion, the product of our dreaming together. Yet it looks so incredibly solid, so completely real.
Yeah. Gene key activation, awakening, ascension sequence. Oh shit. Oh damn. Oh, here we go. This is the business. Oh. Oh yeah. Talk to me about it. Welcome, Mathis. Welcome home. Ooh. Certified Yowza moment. Isn't this cool? I found this, I thought, this is actually pretty cool. I'm into this. F? Excuse me, F? know thyself. Beautiful. This is an excerpt from a new video, Mount Shasta Heart. Taste of Divinity, dedicated to Richard Rudd with deep gratitude. Vision art of Daniel B. Holman. It's great stuff. I love it. I just thought it was cool. There's more. We can watch it later. Right now, let's get into the real Jimmy Roberts 1. Okay? I thought, okay, this guy's just going to want to be called the real Jimmy Roberts, but he does indeed introduce himself frequently as the real Jimmy Roberts 1. For fans of Space Ghost Coast to Coast, this is kind of maybe a sequel in spirit.
Mount Shasta, California. It's not unusual for this area to be mentioned alongside UFO sightings. In addition, both solar and lunar eclipses seem to attract things in the sky. Whether or not that is actually true, many people believe it is, so it's not that surprising that for the Great American Eclipse of 2017, one whose path was to cross the Pacific Northwest, that scores of people showed up not only to experience the temporary...
Please take note, my observant friends. Please take note of the Tetris game going on behind Jimmy Roberts 1.
...dousing of the sun, but in hopes of also seeing a UFO. Now, the Eclipse of Disclosure was an event held August 18th through the 21st of 2017. This brought together...
Beautiful. So yeah, okay, I get it. He's yapping. He's saying...
Big Chopo, why'd you bring me here? Why'd you show me this man who's yapping? I don't care about this.
Well, let me give you a bonus.
You know what I like to do, and I like to do kind of deep dives on these YouTube channels, so let's really get into this guy, okay? I'll tell you a couple things up front. The real Jimmy Roberts 1 absolutely thinks that there's something funny going on Mars, okay? And he thinks that that's being hidden from people. He's got some views I definitely do not agree with as well, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Let's take a look at this footage from Shasta that he has.
They now realize that they had at least one good catch after enlarging this image. Now, what's up with that? Have you ever seen anything like that? Interestingly, the television program Cosmic Disclosure...
Now, what's up with that?
Have you ever seen something like that?
What's up with that?
Apparently wasn't too interested in this image. Word got back to the highs that it looked too real.
The highs.
And that nobody would believe it. But they did air this image, also compliments of the highs, a still shot from a video taken during the eclipse. Over to the left is what some are claiming to be one of the black triangular craft.
There we go. There it is.
The highs sent me a handful of those 100 or so images they took, where it looked as if maybe they captured something else. And after looking them over, I'd have to say that
it is odd. I mean, I'm not one to comment on people's personal choices about their appearance, but it is just personally for me. There was maybe 3 years of my life where me and all of my friends had this haircut. From 9 to 12 maybe, around there, and it's nice to see a fully grown man able to have a head of hair like this that is so youthful in its shape, in sort of a way that says, like this is we're looking at a fully grown man who is sitting in a digital spaceship cockpit, and he has the haircut of an 11-year-old, and I can't help but root for this person. There's a Tetris game going back. He's talking about UFOs. This is kind of what I would have wanted my life to be like as a preteen.
I honestly believe that they did. One of the things that they said people were witnessing was these formations of lights that seemed to get bright and then diminish, almost as if they were powering up. And
Powering-
when the
talking
hides
about
got home
powering
and
up.
looked at these on the computer, they could tell there was more than just lights. There seemed to be
A big blitz.
possible
I'm
solid
down with
object
that.
behind them. And what's interesting to me is this formation, as we back out here, almost looks like the Big Dipper.
Skate Dad.
Now,
there we
after
go.
I started running it through filters, this is what I got.
I want to urinate in a mop bucket when I look at this.
You know, I'm really amazed. I've taken a lot of pictures at night of the sky, and I'm pretty good at getting rid of digital artifacts. And man, look at this. Look at that. Look on the left side of that.
I just like I like seeing an image like this and hearing a man with a deep voice say, "Look at that. Take a look at that." Like, what am I supposed to be getting out of this, man? I don't know. It's kind of phallic. Is that just me? And then it's like purple. It's very low res.
Look at the power source.
Look at the power source. My friend.
I mean, what do we have here, folks? This is really important, okay?
I think we have all manner of purple space cock, and then he's talking about power sources, and you know, we're on two different pages, but we're in the same book. You know what I mean?
Look at the power source on the right and in the middle of that one.
Ooh, look at the power
Now,
source
these
on
colors
that bad
may
boy.
not be true. This is what is created when you start running these filters, but still, you can see the basic shapes of the solid craft.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, these look like vibrators to me. I don't know, but then I look at the power source and I don't know.
Is behind these lights.
What do you guys think about the power source?
Some of them are more complete than others.
Bad
It
Dragon is
depends
what
on
you
how
have
much
here.
digital information that we have. It is night. You've got to have some light.
Look at the power source on that.
The only reason we can really see these at all is because of the light.
And then it's like, when else in my life have I ever said, "Ooh, look at the power source on that"? You know what I mean? Like, things. I've never seen anything with an admirable power source. I don't think. I'm thinking about like drills and like circular saws and stuff, or like flashlights, or I don't know. But ooh, look at the power source on that.
That these craft
Oh, boy.
are emitting. Now, I'm going to call them crafts. I'm going to call them UFOs because I don't know whose these are.
I
Now,
don't know
this is
whose
the
these
first
are.
image. Again, that looks like the Big Dipper, but it's not. Here's another image. Now, this one's incredible as well.
Yeah. Look at the power source on that. Yeah, nice. So yeah, he's scrolling around. It's cool, you
There.
know.
Than just those few little pieces of crafts.
I like too. He says he's good at getting rid of digital artifacts, but it looks like these are like this is just a digital artifact. Like I don't think there's any getting around that's just that's a digital artifact, my friend.
I'd like to know. And if you have images that you took of UFOs at this event, or it doesn't have to be this event, if you have authentic UFO pictures that you personally took, contact me at therealjimmyroberts1@yahoo.com and show me.
Beautiful.
I'm still getting nastygrams from people over this Rendlesham thing, but look, if just a few more people contact me and tell me their story regarding Mount Shasta with some images, we've already exceeded the evidence we've gotten from Rendlesham Forest.
Rendlesham.
Somebody tell Corey Good and the others that if they truly want their evidence to be
Hey, Big
seen
Blaze.
and not hidden, let me know about it. I've got the gonads to show what needs to be shown, and the gonads to know when to say, even against popular belief, sorry folks, it's not a UFO. Okay, that may be more gonads than humanly possible, but you get the gist. So send me what you got.
I've got the gonads. I've got the power source. I'll tell you what you're looking at.
Meanwhile, though, it's time to get back to Mars. See you soon.
When I walked into an historic auditorium sitting just blocks from where Scott Joplin grew up, and there happens to be a piano singer. Okay, here's the other thing. This man is in a band, and that's, you know, that's a big deal to me. This is the man's band. Look at the power source. Hey, look at the power source on that. So now the hair makes a little more sense, you know what I mean? Because he's always jamming. He's got this headband on. That's why he's got the hair. Oh, a ring-a-ding-ding. Daniel Bullard in the chat. He indeed does think masks are a scam. We'll get to that. Beautiful playing. Indeed, it is beautiful playing. I would play a show like this. I'd play a show like this in a heartbeat right now. I'm so desperate to just fucking do anything. I would love to play a show like this. Beautiful. Fuck, did you hear that drum fill? Damn, holy shit. Fuck, geez. Let's get a load of the power source on this drummer. Hold on, let's hear this drum fill again. Here we go. That sounds insane. I love it. Okay, let's get back into this, man. Yeah, okay, here we go. So more of the real Jimmy Roberts 1. Here we go. This is an advertisement, so we're just gonna skip it. I love this. This is what I love. Just watching a man be tiny in a fake set that he has made for himself for his YouTube channel. And I like to watch him be silent for a very long time. You know, he could edit this out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about posting a video. So that you can edit it, you know. How long are we going here? This is a full minute. We're a full minute in of this man's silence. Of him setting up. And I mean, don't even get me started on Martian Lives Matter. I mean, this is very offensive. MarsFam.net, because truth matters. So anyway, let's watch his intro that he finally gets around to playing 3 minutes in.
It's Saturday. It is noon in Texas. It is noon here in East Texas. And it's noon in Houston, Texas. And that's what counts today. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. I am so far. The weather is beautiful here. We got a lot of turmoil in the world. Nobody knows what's really going on, but I tell you what. We know what's going on here. We're not going to let it bother us today. We've got a really, really special guest with us today.
Yeah, sign me up.
Tell you what, folks, let's run I'm going to run something here real quick. Pay attention.
Pay attention. Okay, now. Ooh, Yeah, hold on. Show me. I just want to see the basic alien types again. Should have been quicker on my pause boot. Okay, so we've got the Watcher coming in at 5'6". We've got the Gray at 4'9". We've got the Brown at 5'4". We've got the Mantis at 5'6". I have notes on this Mantis illustration. It should have a big erection and maybe a stink cloud in the back by its ass, because it is though it is horny, it is also farting. We've got the Humanoid at 6'8". So that's not a human, but a humanoid. And then we've got the Bigfoot at 7'4". But indeed, I do take umbrage. I think that this has been funged. I think this is a fungible illustration of a mantis. Moving on. Wow. Insane. Fucking gross. Whoa, you know I love this. Looking for stains on a hotel bed, baby. That's what I do in my free time. The fart cloud alone is 4 feet. Yeah. The evidence is stacking up. What the fuck are these? Alien handprints? Nice. Wow, this is a lot of evidence. The evidence is here. Holy shit. It's a little ball. Fluorescence. Oh, I love it. The hunt continues. The fuck is that? Oh man, so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest with us here today, Daryl Sims, aka the Alien Hunter. How's it going, Daryl?
It's going great in Houston.
I tell you what, before we really get to talking to Daryl here, let me run through just a quick list in case anyone wonders, who is this guy?
Just
Daryl
in case
is
anybody
an Army
wonders.
veteran, first and foremost, VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars. Thank you, sir. And he was a senior military police officer. Daryl was a former senior Korean national police officer, Central Intelligence Agency, covert ops with a top secret clearance, member of the Military Intelligence Corps Association.
Beautiful
Daryl's
stuff.
a certified
Let's just hop
hypnotic.
right into them getting into
Medal
it.
that I recall that we never did get to see is the purported medal from Roswell on the crash that the farmer said he had. That he said it was like aluminum and you could fold it up and it would, before we look at any more of the evidence that you have, before I forget, what is your take on the most famous
Yeah, I've heard Austin's
alleged
nice, but
crash
I've never
of all
been to
time,
Texas.
Roswell, New Mexico?
In my opinion, the Roswell case was real, and not because I wear my UFO hat, but because I've looked at other evidence with other hats.
Let's check out the hands.
Yes, sir. There you go. These are different handprints that I've collected over the years. The first one is out of Chile, and it was also.
Am I mistaken? Or, hey, big old... Am I mistaken? Or maybe perhaps he'll explain this, but he said it says Chile, Brazil. Now, I was under the impression that these are separate places. This isn't like a city and a state situation. Correct me if I am wrong.
And I'm going to show you two things about it. One is look at the top photo, and then look at the bottom one, because the bottom one is much more detail of how we actually got it. The top picture you're looking at above each photo is a picture of us.
So this guy on the bottom just got like spanked by an alien with a really hot hand. Just got freaking whacked. Just a freaking. You know, just right on your side
Translating
there.
the
Just
hand, so to speak, so you can see what it looks like. Down beneath is exactly where we found it.
Beautiful
The hand
stuff.
above, you see there, shows a giant thumb and 3 fingers.
Beautiful work. What else does he have? Show me, my friend.
From that case that we showed you a while ago, and this thing is quite large. This is, you can see my hand here, and the top of that one, the hand is quite large, to say the very least.
Yes.
And that
Yes.
is, so I took that because we want to do a DNA
So that's
sample.
all fun with the Jimmy Roberts one. I think his Mars stuff is really fun because it's all very
Should this
current.
tactical zoom lens be made illegal?
This is something about a tactical zoom lens. But, yeah.
Y'all, the real Jimmy Roberts won, and I'm back. I apologize, I've been away for a while. And even before that, productions weren't coming out real quick. But as
Alien
many of you
Survey
may have
Shillings,
read
yes.
in the community section, my post, that a few weeks ago I did come down with COVID-19. And I am 100% well now. My wife came down with it also, and she is also well. I want to address something real quick about this. I want you to look at this. This is from the community post, and I want to address just a couple of questions here, okay? Now, right here, this guy, Wake Up World, okay? He says...
So we've got some beef here. So our friend, the real Jimmy Roberts one, got COVID, and his wife got it as well. So let's see where this goes.
Now, I'm going to read this the way I feel like he was presenting it to me.
Beautiful. I'm going to read this the way I feel like he was presenting it to me. This is at the heart of internet conversations. How did you feel that this was being presented to you? Here we go.
Come on, man, really? What, did you take a test and it was positive? What test was it? Have you ever had a flu shot before? I'm asking these questions because I believe we citizens need to collaborate and ask these questions. These tests are so inaccurate. Some tests don't even test for COVID-19, and the manufacturer states it's not made for testing. Also, I believe people feel a little sick now and then, and they immediately assume they have this mystery disease. I understand what you're asking me here. I really do. You need to understand this. I have asked many people here very recently that are telling me, I think I had it in December. I think I had it this, and I'm like, you probably didn't. Wake Up World and everyone else, yes. I was tested and I was positive for it, and I went and got tested because I became ill. 5 of us in an electronics shop where I work, all were stricken with it at the same time. Somebody brought it in and it spread like wildfire. Now listen, I had thought back in April that maybe I had it in February because I had this mystery disease. My wife had it also. And I thought, you know, that might have been what it was. So that was in February. In April, I went to the trouble to have a blood test done to see if I had antibodies. I didn't. So it wasn't COVID-19. It wasn't. It was something else weird. Let me tell you something. When you get this, you know it. It's different. It's not like anything you've ever had. Yes, I've had a flu shot before. I've had the flu.
Yes, I've had the flu.
When I worked for the government, I got flu shots. It's the last time I had the flu, and that was over 25 years ago. I don't get flu shots anymore. Haven't gotten the flu in quite some time. COVID-19 is not the flu. It's not a cold. I do realize that a lot of people say, I had COVID-19 and nothing to it. Man, it was a breeze. Okay. Maybe it was for you. For me and my wife, I'm going to say ours was light to moderate. But here's the thing about this virus. I think the virus is manufactured.
Here we go.
I think it has a specific purpose. I believe it has targets. Do not believe I was a target. I do not believe my wife was a target. I know we weren't. I believe one of the first targets was the Chinese doctor, the ophthalmologist, who basically sort of discovered this, blew the whistle a little bit.
All of this man's personal info just blasted.
Yes. But the virus is real, and if you are not a target, now I don't know the criteria for being a target. You're going to get sick. varying degrees of it. You may come out of it telling everybody, it's nothing. The flu was a lot worse. My wife had the swine flu back before I met her, and she said that's one of the worst things she's ever had, and it was far worse than COVID-19. However, COVID-19 has the potential to be more dangerous and deadly than.
So you get the picture. So he talks about all this, and then what's the next thing that he gets on? You figure, okay, a man who believes that this virus has targets, what does he have to say about Mars?
Mosaic, taken on Sol 77 from the Rock.
Here we go.
Stop.
Oh no. Do you know every time you shop on Amazon, you're actually helping someone make passive income?
This position.
Here we go.
Now this object that we're pointing at here, okay, we're...
Anybody have any thoughts about what this looks like? Anybody at all? Anybody got this? Anybody think that this is? Anybody got any ideas? Any beans? We've got a poop. Here, hold on. I need to reset my there we go. I keep leaning over. What the heck? So it's okay. So we got beans, a poop. Looks like Arizona, Mars grenade,
New Mexico.
That's a piece of sandpaper.
Power supply. Look at the power supply. That's rocks.
Okay, let's see what this man can get out
about
of
to
this.
blow that up.
Boom.
Okay, folks, look. I really try not to get carried away. Pareidolia can really run wild with these two-dimensional images. But we do know that we have an annihilated civilization with images that are obfuscated, plus they're covered with something. I mean, this happened tens of thousands of years ago. And every now and then, they just miss things. The obfuscation software misses things, and I think this is one of them. And I really have tried to make this not a hand. A fist.
I really tried to not make this a hand.
I really have. I've tried to make it not one, but I'm having trouble.
With this,
I believe
folks.
we have at least 2 fingernails on 5 digits here, okay? And I've painted them in here just to show you where I believe they are. Yeah, I know it's green, but that's the color I use. So I believe we have the following.
But that's the color I use.
Index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky, and the opposable thumb.
And roast beef.
Be a right-handed individual. And notice under here, we have something that the hand is placed upon.
So this is kind of his whole thing, and then,
or at least gripping a handle, a chair, a throne, something similar to this.
You get the drift, do you not, my friends?
This 39
you get the drift, he believes, and then, oh man, we're gonna
Did you
through
own
this
a
a little bit, but he's got 3D models of what he thinks is like a cool Cobra statue on here.
Hey y'all, the real Jimmy Roberts one here, and we're going to revisit imagery taken on Sol 1032 right there with the purple arrow a couple of years ago. And I've talked about it several times. And
there we go.
We have developed this 3D computer model of the object. Now, this is based on Kim Carrier's hand-molded model.
Beautiful stuff, right? Like, I love this because it's like when I look at these images from Mars, I don't really know what I'm looking at.
That's it. And we've detailed in other videos as well on marsfam.net in the measurement section of just how we do this. Now, that object is sitting just to the left of her left shoe. That's right, it's not very big. We believe it is less than 1 foot in height. We took a profile measurement, but it's very difficult with this object because in the NavCam imagery, it is...
Beautiful stuff. Okay. Oh, man. There's more Jimmy Roberts, okay? I'm sorry. But there just is.
I'd like to welcome the thousands of people who have come to the realization that a colossal perpetration against all of humanity has taken place on earth. That's right. A massive and ongoing lie about who we are and what is really out there. Now, this ridiculous charade is somewhat self-sustaining, largely due to the ignorance of academia, as well as those who follow it as the gospel. Those who propagate these lies don't realize that they are being misled and used from the top.
Beautiful. I mean, that's... What else do you got after that? Hey, thank you. Wow!
Now, that mosaic lives in sort of infamy amongst internet anomaly hunters because now going into NASA's archives from those days.
It's just good stuff about ancient civilizations.
The inscription we found years ago is erased in this image. I think I'll shut up. Just let the images speak for themselves for now.
Could you all see that, or did I cover that up? I think I covered that up. Hold on, let me lean the other way.
Just let the images speak for themselves for now.
It's just good stuff. I can watch this guy's videos for a long time and just keep having fun, but we must move on. We must move on eventually. So I found this series of videos that I really like, which brings us back to Dolores Cannon. Here we go. Dolores Cannon on reincarnation.
Out through all of our hundreds and hundreds and thousands of lifetimes, where we experience every type of life you can ever even imagine. We've all been flowers, we've been plants, we've been animals. In the theory of reincarnation, we have to be everything before we're done. We have to know what it's like to be everything. On this earth, on other planets, where we are pure energy, it doesn't matter. It's all a form of expression of the source of God.
I must say, I'm sort of on board with this idea. I've never really liked the reincarnation idea because I think it implies like I think it implies like some kind of hierarchy of like, oh, it's shittier to be a caterpillar than it is to be a person, which I you know what I mean? I don't really think that that's the way it goes, or the other way around, that it's better to be a person than it is to be a caterpillar, you know, or even if you go in with human lives, you know, or whatever, you know, the idea of reincarnation to me kind of instills this whole good boy, bad boy idea. But I like the idea that, you know, that you would live every single life, and then that it kind of implies that we're all the same thing. We're all humanity. We are all life. We are all conscious life. And so we are all living each other's lives simultaneously. But, you know, there's just barriers in between our consciousness. I like these ideas. And so this is kind of one that I
have to learn everything that's possible to learn. That's why there's no judgment. We have to bring it back to the source. In that way, you can picture us as cells in the body of God, constantly gathering information and taking it back to the beginning. What does the source do with all of this information once we accumulate it and bring it back? That it uses it to create more. It's constantly in a state of creation. And everything is created through love. Love is the force behind everything. And it uses all of our experiences, all of our knowledge, everything we have gained to create more, to create new universes, to put other forms of life on it.
I think it's a pretty sick worldview. I don't know. I'm into it. And yeah, you're all Chopo. You're all Chopo right now. You're all Chopo over and over again. And then so on this same channel, under the same banner, this channel is called Starseed Films. And they do this series of just very short little interviews with spiritual teachers This is Ishmael Tete. He's the spiritual director of the Etherian Mission in Ghana, a trans-denominational metaphysical organization dedicated to self-awareness. And this video is called How to Cope with Living with Your Parents Again. Here we go.
It is not about you. Your parents might say bad things or wrong things about you. And by parents, I mean the adults in your environment. When they say these things, remember also that they're the same parents who love you 99% of the time, and they buy you nice clothing, and they say nice, sweet things to you, and they cuddle you, and they love you 99%. So, when in 1% of the time, they say some ugly things like, you are a bad boy, you are a bad girl, just hold it in your mind that they are saying, I love you so deeply. I want you to be greater than I am. That's all. So say in your mind, it is not about me.
Beautiful. So that's how to cope with living with your parents again. He has more advice, such as this.
If you want to be happy, don't marry. Then you have the freedom to be yourself and enjoy whatever you want to do, and nobody will ask you why or what. So if you want to be happy, don't marry. But if you want to make somebody happy, then marry. Marriage is a project of finding the deeper happiness of life. The happiness that is not dependent on the senses. The happiness that is spiritual. The happiness that flows from the soul, the unspoken, the untouched happiness. Marriage gives you the opportunity to look into your partner's eye and see the center of that partner. It gives you the opportunity to experience a magnificent idea or energy or wisdom of the universe that has come into its own.
Don't marry, be happy. I'm into it. But I dig this channel, you know, there's a lot of stuff
the
here.
ETs help us all the time.
So then, you know, I was into the Dolores Cannon stuff earlier. Let's get into some what else.
The ETs help us all the time. They've been helping us. The ETs help us all the time. They've been helping us since the beginning of the world. But that would be a whole other series of lectures that I could give you on that, as how they created us and how they started the whole civilizations. Have been watching over us since the beginning of time. So they're not negative.
So she loses me a little bit, but I still enjoy listening to Dolores Cannon.
But eventually they want us to join with them and to be part of the federation that it's caused, because they said we would be a valuable addition because of our curiosity and our creativity. But they don't want us as long as we're into this negativity. That goes back to our animal nature, and we have to get rid of that first before we can ever be allowed to associate with them. So they just watch us and observe us and shake their heads. Can't figure out why we do the things we do. Get away from the animal nature, the violence and everything. That's part of it. And
there you go. Don't get married and don't be an animal. There you go. That's all that there is to it.
Why are you hurting the earth by polluting it, making oil spills? Why are you hurting this earth? It's not a very good choice. Why are you hurting other people? Because they are you, and you are them. Wake up, people. I'm serious. Wake up. Why would you want to hurt someone if they are you and you are them? Because you are them, and they are you. So just wake up and don't hurt them, because we are all one.
There you go. He's an ascended master. I'm a big fan. Oh, hey, do you guys want to see the healthiest man in the world? This fucking pumps me up. I'm into this. Blue Corona, baby. Here we go. This is the healthiest man in the world. Oh shit. he's healthy just from the music. Pretty good, right? Nice. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So can we figure out what increment of time we're looking at here? I need some help figuring this out. Okay. So he gets all psyched up. All right. So the numbers are going up really fast. So is that 1 second? No, that's longer than a second. 1. Okay. I don't know what that was. Is that like a megasecond? Like he did that for like 3 megaseconds? And also that didn't really seem like a super long time. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to do, but that wasn't like a crazy long time. And then this, he does this for much longer. I think what's confusing me is that the circle is becoming less while the numbers are getting higher. So I don't know, but the video is called "The Healthiest Man in the World, Lou Corona." So that's cool. That's cool stuff. Well, you know, let's take a trip back to Mount Shasta. Let's wrap it up where Paul of Venus lives. Here we go.
Telos Lemuria is a New Age movement founded in the 1990s by Aurelia Louise Jones. The international spiritual community believes Mount Shasta in Northern California to be home of divine leaders living beneath the mountain. After receiving direct contact from the Lemurian Council in 1997, Jones left her home in Montana and set out for Mount Shasta.
This woman get to the mountain and start to talk with this high priest Adama, and he will start to explain in her that beneath this mountain, in the higher dimension, like in the 5th dimension, the light energy, there is a crystal city inside.
Information about the crystal city, Telos Lemuria, has since spread around the globe. 9 years ago, Ayelet Segal helped launch Telos Lemuria in Israel after visiting Mount Shasta and experiencing a life-changing vision.
There was a dragon come to take me on his back, and I go all around the mountain. I felt I release fears and stuff, and I go and he take me all the way to Telos. I felt this very powerful energy, it was all glory light. All my body was like, phew. And I get orgasm in every cell in my body, like crazy energy. And it was like I was talking to God.
Since that powerful day, Ayelet began leading pilgrimages to California and hosting spiritual events throughout Israel. We sat down with her for a demonstration.
And you can just feel it with your hands and take it to see what is the card that is coming out.
I picked a message from Saint Germain, one of the spiritual leaders in Telos.
Be first focus in your heart. And be aware that there is a big plan that's been waiting for you.
After reading the message, Ayelet asked that we pause for a moment of meditation.
We have our crystal because in Telos, the city light of Telos is a lot of crystal. So when you hold this kind of crystal, you get a lot of inside knowledge. It's not from here, it's from the heart.
Today, Ayelet is hosting her monthly Ascension ceremony. The small group takes turns sitting in a special chair that Ayelet linked through prayer with the spirits of Telos Lemuria.
Each one of the people feel with their hearts when they are invited to the chair. They sit on the chair and then they feel all this energy coming in.
Not to interrupt, but did anybody else see a stain on that chair?
Each one of the people feel with their
kind of looks like there's a stain on the cloth there. I just want to flag that. I don't want to lose my deposit. You know what I mean?
When they are invited to the chair, they sit on the chair and then they feel all this energy coming inside. The chakra of the heart is really open, and you have your inside pray from your heart. But it's not coming from the mind. It's coming from a very deep place in the heart, and it's coming true.
Over the years, hundreds have passed through Ayelet's ceremonies. Her sights are now set on leading another group of Israelis to this special place in California. Shelby Weiner, I-24 News.
Pretty cool, huh? And so I think this is fairly recent. This is like, yeah, 2018, end of 2018.
Pretty
Stain Germain.
Thank you for joining me again today. There's a something I must let you all know about. There's doing another one of the Alexandria's Psychic Blasters, I believe, on this upcoming Sunday, I think. If you go into the Hold Space for My Tribe Discord, which you should all be members of, I need you to be members. I need you to be members of the Discord. Our resident psychic Alexandria is doing readings for people. There's a lot more details about that in the Discord, but that's happening soon. So if you want a psychic reading, you gotta get on our Discord, and so it's for everyone too, you know. Okay, yeah. So it's Sunday, March 21st at 12 p.m. Pacific time. You don't have to be a patron; just show up. And it's for serious readings and inquiries. There will be a Zoom link. It's a public reading. You got the Discord link there in the Facebook chat. Little Thursday Boy will be co-hosting. Big bless. I give it a wow. A big bless is what I give it. I think that's all of the news we have. You know, I will tell you this. I've gotten some new 3D software, which was funded by the Patreon, and I've been spending a lot of time learning that, which will eventually start showing up in the streams. But I gotta learn how to use this stuff first. But just thank you so much to everyone who's on the Patreon, because that's gonna allow us to make some more cool stuff for everybody, and I look forward to it. I like making cool stuff.
I just do.
So thank you very much, and I'm working to make that worth everyone's while. It's got a nice power source. Look at the power source on this baby, huh? So as always, I'm gonna keep going keep streaming at patreon.com/holdspaceformytribe. I'll be there in 10 to 15 minutes. Something like that. We'll keep watching junk, you know. I enjoy it. I like it. I think it's good. I like hanging out with everybody. The comments freaking make me laugh. There's some very good ones today. So I apply. Check out my power source. A big bless to everybody for watching. Happy 3/11. And I wish you the best. I give you the blessed. I'll see you in 10 minutes.